Welcome to MoveOn Update. I'm Dominque Toney, and to make sure we stay balanced and fair, with me is conservative commentator Emma Tauttenbaum-Fine.
Always a pleasure, Dominique.
You too, Emma. Our first update is on the GOP. MoveOn members have been taking a stand at congressional town halls all across the country this month, asking tough questions about the job crisis to GOP representatives, who have had a curious response: privatizing their own town halls by charging an entrance fee or canceling them altogether. Emma, do you have any thoughts on why these Republicans might be afraid of their own constituents?
I do, Dominique. My thought is, how dare these MoveOn members show up to these town halls? Town halls are not for asking tough questions. Town halls are for congratulating our congressperson, maybe bringing them some cupcakes, and thanking them for defending the interest of our country club. I mean, look at the crazy antics in New York from this MoveOn member.
I'm committed to tax reform.
Yes, we need to reform taxes, but don't close your mind, which you seem to have done, against raising taxes for the people that can best pay them.
These MoveOn.org members are out of hand.
Emma, that man is expressing a logical point about fair taxation.
You say tomato, I say screaming liberal bias.
Let's move on. The American Dream movement is growing stronger every day, thanks in part to the contract for the American Dream. The ideas in the contract were produced by over 130,000 Americans, and over 6 million votes were cast to create the 10-step plan to rebuild the economy and make the American Dream accessible for all. The 10-step contract is so simple, clear, and solutions-oriented that even children can and do understand it, like these amazing kids featured in this video version.
The contract for the American Dream has 10 points! Point number 1. Invest in America's infrastructure. 3. Invest in public education. 6. Secure Social Security. 10. Restore, protect, and renew democracy.
We've got to close the revolving door between Washington and high-priced lobbyists.
To learn more, go to rebuildthedream.com. That brings us to one of our favorite segments on MoveOn Update. Emma takes 15 seconds to try to tear down something good for America. Emma's going to try to tear down the contract for the American Dream. 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Okay, great. Here we go. Invest in public education. Well, you know, actually, technically that's important. Okay. Invest in America's infrastructure. I don't even know what that means. What is that, like a bridge? What, from one place to another? Could be necessary. That makes sense. Okay. But secure Social Security. For old people. What, are you going to get old? You know, I mean, many people do.
And time is up. Emma couldn't find holes in the contract, and neither could Fox News. So they opted instead to make fun of the children featured in the contract for the American Dream video.
Can we sue these children?
Yes, we should lock them all up. You know, and it's sad to see, you know, younger people maybe getting a little bit more of an entitlement complex. These are a bunch of dorks.
Oh.
They want a better future, so they're dorks.
Furthermore, the Fox News analyst went on to explain the 6 wars our country is currently fighting.
We're up to 6 now. Did you know about 6 wars?
Oh, what are the other 3?
You know, you have Iraq, you have Afghanistan, you've got Libya, we're talking about doing Syria.
Sure.
And I got 2 more, I forgot.
2 more.
Well, obviously, the other 2 wars are immigration and defeating Barack Obama in the next election.
And let's move on. Our final update is that nearly 500,000 Americans have signed the petition in support of having millionaires and billionaires finally pay their fair share of taxes, an idea championed by billionaire Warren Buffett.
Oh my God. Yes, there is a 7th war, the war on Buffett. This war against a man and his Margaritaville. End the war on Jimmy Buffett.
Warren Buffett, again a billionaire and one of the most successful capitalists, joins almost 500,000 MoveOn members and the vast majority of Americans in his desire to see the wealthy pay their fair share.
Okay, but does this mean that my billionaire husband is going to get taxed fairly now?
Hopefully.
Okay, because that's not going to work, because we were going to get an island.
For MoveOn Update, I'm Dominique. And remember, if you want to get your progressive groove on
and get 17,000 emails a week,
then it's time to join us at MoveOn.org.
But we're getting an island, so how would we...